you'd be easy to mug.
I'm living my best life.
All right, we'll start there. Explain why I am. Is it because of how I'm dressed?
What brand is that shirt?
I don't know. Is that Polo? Yeah, that's Polo Ralph, right?
Point
Dude,
proven.
this was a hand-me-down from my wife's grandpa, all right? I don't think I bought an article of clothing. Okay, I bought some clothes this year. That's about it, though. Is that why you would say I'm prime mugging meat, though?
Well, it's one of the components.
Okay. Do you intentionally not dress in a certain way to not be prime mugging meat? That's a hilarious way to refer to it, too.
No, first off, I'm prime mugging meat just because I'm a female.
Sure.
So I just do what I want.
Yeah.
So
But you also look like you could take most people that came after you.
Females, yes.
Yeah.
Males probably not.
But even like a 5'6" dude has to look up at you.
They are strong.
Sure.
They look up, but they still throw.
The 5'6" comment. Shades with me once again.
Yeah, I wasn't
Wait.
referring to Cody being 5'6".
Your friend is 5'6".
Yeah, he's 5'6", right?
He looks.
It's interesting.
You look stocky. I mean,
Yeah, he's built. He was a cheerleader. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, dude's a tank.
So
He's my
he-
personal trainer, too.
so he actually threw people.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to I wouldn't mess with him in the street,
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say you would. I was just
and I wouldn't want it
asking-
vice versa.
Sure, yeah.
So no shade to the 5'6"ers.
No, and no shade to women, I guess, while we're at it, you know? Like, you want to go mug a short dude, right?
No.
This is amazing. Anyway, so you got this place down by a river,
Down by the river.
one of the rivers, and
The river.
yeah, okay, I just didn't know how specific
not
you
the
wanted to be
Lamine.
about the location of this.
Say no Lamine.
What?
You know the Lamine?
Lamine?
Oh my gosh, are you from here?
I don't know. Apparently not. I'm not from the... Anyway, go ahead. What is it? What's the Lamine?
It's towards Blackwater.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I was just trying to avoid the specific river that you were on.
Well,
For
I'm
the
not there
sake
anymore.
of oh, okay, all right. Oh, well, tell me about this place by Lamine.
There's no place by the Lamine. I'm just saying that's where it's not. It's the river. You're like a
Just,
river. It's the river.
You know, like, I wouldn't say, like, that we've been, like, great friends forever, but this describes most of the conversations that you and I have had,
Yeah.
which is just barely understanding each other, but just enough to, like, exist. So, yeah, this is good. So, anyway, you were given this cabin.
And I
Then
call
what?
it more of like a shack.
Yeah, that's probably fair. You said there
An
was nothing in that.
uninhabitable brick shack. Anyway, I feel like the story is kind of boring. I could tell you many
I mean,
other
you were
stories.
going
There's-
somewhere with it.
I don't
though.
know. There's so many animals in there. Like I would wake up one time and there's a black snake on the floor.
Not your
Huge.
pet. You have
No,
not
it was
trained
like
that.
this big.
Okay. Did you ever think about training something not a dog?
I've tried. I did train a cat before. He tragically passed away. It was actually very sad, but I guess not meant to be. Then I got a second cat.
How did he die? Did you kill him?
No, he collapsed.
Oh. You really zoomed on past that one. Like it was like, yeah, I was training him to
Well,
swim and he
maybe
drowned.
I wasn't trying to relive that trauma.
My bad. My bad.
No, he.
We can
I
cut
went.
that.
No,
My bad.
no, I actually I left for 30 minutes, and when I came back, he was an inside cat. When I came back, he was just collapsed, and like we never knew what happened. And like people would ask, "Oh, did you have like rat poison out or something?" I had nothing.
Dude,
And I looked around for everything, and like when I came back, he was like still warm and everything. And I was like, "Kitty, no!" And then like we buried him.
Did you try CPR?
No, but I did
Okay.
cry. I was crying and like holding his little dead body. It
Dude,
was really
that's sad.
It was sad.
absolutely sad.
I'm laughing.
Can you give like a dog CPR?
Yes.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think they like lay on their side and you like do little
Yeah.
like pumps with your hand on them. And there's like a whole like dog CPR or a dog first aid and CPR course that you can take.
Wow. Have
Yeah.
you taken it?
No.
No.
No. And I, to me, like knowing first aid for dogs is better.
Yeah.
Like the chances of them collapsing to the point where you need like CPR and things like that is just super, super low.
Yeah.
Like it's way more common for them to get like an injury that's like a puncture wound from like another dog's tooth.
Mm-hmm.
Or like a lot of times too, like people don't think about this, but they can get like stuck. Like they'll just like dart somewhere, you know, like whether they get like stuck on a fence or,
Yep.
which I haven't had that happen either, but I don't know.
I killed my class chinchilla on accident.
What'd you do to him?
I fed this thing was vicious.
Oh,
And Also, for all the people in my class that watch this, if you're wondering where that chinchilla went, I'm pretty sure it was my fault. I fed him an eraser because he was very aggressive. And so I just kind of stuck my pencil in there, and the dude ate the back half of that whole pencil and
He
an
chewed it
eraser.
up.
I don't know if he did.
Oh, so he could have
He
swallowed
was
it
gone
whole,
the next day.
like collapsed, dead.
I didn't see him die. So I guess
you-
he could still be alive if this is a Marvel movie.
So you lost
know.
him.
No, it was in a cage, and then the cage was gone the next day.
So you stolen.
No, I sat in the class, fed this chinchilla an eraser, and it was gone the next day.
Oh,
and
so like the
teacher
teachers
said it
removed
died.
Oh,
Mr. Brian, that was me. And I'm sorry. And I don't think you can sue me for statutes
you
of
don't know.
limitations.
Maybe like
but
the little emo kid put a curse on it.
I don't think we had very many emos. How do you even know what emo? I guess you're an adult now.
Excuse
but
me.
Did you have emos in homeschool?
Actually, yeah.
All right,
It
cool.
was me.
It was me. She said, it was me. Yeah, so like being homeschooled, what were you like? What are some weird things that, like, I feel like homeschool is not that far away from Amish, but like how far away
Oh my gosh.
how far away, like what are some weird things that you're like, yeah, that was weird that we did that or didn't do that? I'm not dogging homeschoolers, by the way. All of my most
Amish?
successful employees have been homeschooled.
There's
so-
tiers. There are the
Tiers
Amish
of
ones.
Amish or
no,
homeschool? Okay.
both. But
Like rankings?
yeah, like I didn't wear no jean skirt.
Okay. All right. But there's not like a class ranking of like we're homeschool class 2, homeschool class 3. There's not
No,
that.
I mean
all right.
no, like
So you didn't have uniforms.
no, no. Some of them like never cut their hair and wear jean skirts. You do you.
Was that you?
Hell no.
Okay. All right, cool.
No.
How many kids were in your class?
My
Sorry. No, I'm just genuinely asking. I don't even know how many siblings you have. Sorry.
one
We have one sibling?
in my class. One
Okay.
in my class.
How many total is
One teacher.
How many total siblings do you have?
I had the same history teacher, the same math teacher.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah. PE, don't know what happened. But actually my mom did teach us. Like she actually did teach me how to lift weights.
Okay, cool.
So anyway,
All
segue. Anyway.
She's been looking for a reason to flex on camera. She just got it on homeschool PE is what she just flexed on. Oh, yeah.
What was the question?
How many siblings do you have?
2.5.
See,
Don't
my
know.
brain is so dumb.
One's female.
I know, but my brain is so dumb that I envision a half person when you say that instead of thinking,
didn't
oh, you have
envision
a
a
half
woman?
sibling. I didn't envision a woman or a man, to be honest. She's trying to get after like whatever my bias is, and I don't know. I pictured a half person, just legs down, so I don't
Wow.
even know if it was a
A half
female
person.
or male.
Is
Yeah.
that what you think females are?
No, you said 2.5 people, and for some reason, like if you were like drawing out like if you're doing stick figures, I'm just imagining
If
2
you're
and then a
sexist,
half
just say it.
person. I'm not sexist.
He's
okay?
coming out.
Go. I just think women should do the dishes more. I mean, you said it right. You have a boyfriend. He buys all your food. So
He
are you
actually does.
sexist?
Well, no.
Okay.
But he does do the dishes.
I think we're throwing the word sexist around already. Anyway, so back to your siblings. So you have two full brothers and one half sister. Or are you saying she's half because she's a female?
Yeah.
So you're the sexist one.
Well, it was
I need an
setup.
Uno reverse card in here so I can just like put that across the table.
Well,
Anyway, so you have a sister and 2 brothers.
yeah.
Okay.
And I'm the oldest.
Nice.
So, yeah.
That checks out. I
Yeah.
didn't know you were the oldest.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so you had 4 people in your school.
Yeah. We played a lot of Foursquare.
Nice.
We actually did.
Were you guys good at it too?
Actually,
I bet
yes.
for how much you played it,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And Foursquare was the thing to be cool at when you were a kid, by the way.
Yep.
Even in public school. So that was a.
You're showing up to youth group with
What
the
did you-
chalk.
What do you guys call public school people? Like, did you have a
Just call
slang
them
term
public
for them?
schoolers.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't like nerds or
Yeah. And we're
fatty
like,
or
we
anything
always say like,
that.
they're good at taking tests, but can they work?
Mm. Yep.
These
Still
are all
true.
questions. Yeah.
Still true.
Yep. A little bit.
Yep.
Ooh.
You should flex after that too. You broke the table. Yeah, there it is. This podcast is brought to you by nobody. That's right. Nobody paid for this spot. But this could be your business ad, personally attested to by me with a personalized recommendation. Obviously, I have to like, your product, but I will personally attest to this ad slot. And if you're trying to reach the ears of Fayette, this is the place to do it. So if you want to advertise here, please email us at landonballstudios@gmail.com. That's LandonBallstudios@gmail.com.
You think she can deadlift more than you?
Probably.
What?
She's been probably.
Do you speak English?
Yeah, dude, this guy can't open his mouth
Did he go
when
to
he
public
speaks.
school?
He did go to public school. Yeah.
Embarrassing.
He asked, "Do you think you can deadlift more than me?"
Oh, no.
No.
No. I'm
well,
not a super good deadlifter.
Okay. All right. What do you
Yeah.
deadlift typically?
Oh, gosh. Right now, I could maybe do like 160.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As like a max, or just like what you'd be
Yeah.
comfy with?
Yeah, probably 160. I have like a weaker lower back, so I usually do RDLs instead.
I love RDLs.
Yeah, it's a little easier on my back.
Yeah, I had a back surgery at 20, so I'm not trying to play around with deadlifts too hard. But
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I build muscle a lot easier in my upper body, which most females don't. So I don't know what's up with that. So I can do like pull-ups and stuff, but
Probably
I'm
the
not
homeschool
super good at the other
thing.
stuff. Yeah, like a freaking
a lot
nature.
of Foursquare maybe.
Yeah, it's all
Might have
upper
done
body.
it. Yeah, just all upper body.
All upper body.
Do you ever play 9 square, like the thing in the air?
Yes.
You'd be good at that because you're tall. How tall are you?
5'10".
Okay, all right.
I had this lady come into my shop the other day, and she's like, "You're taller than I thought you were." So I'm like, "What does that mean? Do I look short on camera? Like, what's the
I don't
build?"
know. I guess like what's her reference point, right?
I don't
Did she
know.
just assume you were a female, so you weren't 5'10", you know?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
5'10" and 3/4, so I got you.
Aw.
Yeah. Don't.
And then he's over there like,
Yeah, dude. This kid over here. Anyway. My friend Piglet, and I'm Tigger. But anyway, did you ever watch Winnie the Pooh?
yeah.
No.
I feel like you can't say his name these
What?
days.
Tigger?
Yeah, don't say that.
Dude, unnecessary censorship. Just bleep that. Okay, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole too much.
Probably shouldn't.
But yeah, dude, culture's pretty sensitive, even around Tigger. But I figured that was just Tiger with an extra G, right? You know? I don't know. Dude, did you watch that? I don't know if it's live action, but did you watch the newest Winnie the Pooh?
Well, I don't really watch TV for one. And two, I didn't know there was a live action. And three, why would there be a live action?
I don't know. Winnie the Pooh was kind of a big part of my childhood, you know?
Yeah, I watched TV when I was a kid, but
Yeah.
no.
I
Ever
just didn't
since
know if you
I...
watched the movie when it came out.
Oh, no. No, I don't watch TV.
Dude, it's sad. I cried.
Oh,
Yep.
what was sad?
Pooh didn't know why Christopher Robin left. I'm like getting emotional as I talk about it right now.
Oh. I'll try not to judge.
That's fine.
They'll have to tell you I'm not
The
very
fact
good
that
at
you
it.
said
but-
you're trying not to judge totally means you're judging me. But
Well, I'm trying not
yeah,
to.
that's
Just a
cool.
grown man crying over Winnie the Pooh.
Dude, okay. Any of y'all who watched that movie, Winnie the Pooh was traumatized at why Christopher Robin wouldn't like hang out with him anymore. So, and then I also learned that isn't like Winnie the Pooh, all those characters are supposed to be some sort of, I think, reflection or imagery for some sort of like mental condition. Like I think Piglet's anxiety. I don't know what Winnie the Pooh is.
yeah.
Eeyore is depression.
Yeah.
Tigger is probably ADHD. Rabbit's OCD.
I don't know about the letters, but yeah. I think it's...
This is good. So anyway, some random river house that you got. Where were you going from there?
Random River House.
Yeah, so you were given
Right.
something there. You were not. Let's go back to when you were 19 and you opened your sole proprietorship and you were given a cabin at the river.
Yeah, that's actually kind of funny. I don't remember what happened. I fixed it up. I moved in November of 2019 and I had no heat, no water.
In November.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But I did have electricity. I had a space heater and a couch.
Okay.
And
Like, where did
so,
you? I don't know. Brush your teeth
Um,
or go to the
I
bathroom.
actually, so like when COVID hit,
Yeah.
because that was like the same time,
Yeah.
turns out I lost the business when COVID hit.
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, every single
Like you
client,
misplaced it, or
well, the government ripped it away.
yeah.
Basically.
And what business was that at that point? That was dog training.
Yeah,
right?
it was
Okay.
dog training. It's the same thing
Sure.
that I do now, basically. But yeah, they had like all these mandates in Colombia, and then Like all my clients were scared and they all like dropped me.
Wow.
And so, and what's crazy is I like during the same time, I quit my second job that I had and I went full time with training. And then they all dropped me like 2 weeks later.
Yikes.
And then I called my dad and I was like, I'm not panicking, but I just lost my job. So what should I do? And his work was considered essential.
Okay.
Offensive. Anyway.
Yeah.
And I was like, or he said, do you want to work for me? And I said, sure. So he started me at the bottom. So I started entry level.
Yep.
And I actually brushed my teeth at work for a while.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't ask about the bathroom.
That's all right.
But
So how long did you live at do you have a nickname for that place?
you can
The shack or
down by
something?
the river.
Down by the river? Okay.
No, but I lived there until I think I lived there for 3 years, and I sold it, and then
Did you ever add water and
yeah,
stuff? Okay,
like
okay,
I've
all right.
fixed it all up.
I was gonna say 3
Yeah,
years doing that is
'cause
impressive work.
Whenever people were like, I don't know, COVID was still happening. I was like, I'm tired of the government telling me what I can and can't do with my career. It's stupid.
Yeah.
I started doing I added boarding and my dad helped me build kennels. Like we built kennels together.
So did you have the shop at this point on
No,
that location?
I did this
Okay.
out of my home.
Oh, at that river
Yeah.
house. Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah. And it was super small.
Yeah.
I started super small. And so then I did training in boarding. And then let's see, in 2021, I started looking, or maybe it was like the end of 2021. Sorry. I started looking for properties. And so I got one, and I think I bought the building when I was 22.
Okay.
So it's like a whole acre in town too. And then I had to get it rezoned.
I was gonna say.
It was crazy. It was really crazy.
Yeah.
To this day, I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
But
That's business owning. Yeah. I still do that every day.
Yeah.
Like, what on earth are we doing here?
yeah.
So Top Dog USA, has that been the name always?
No, so it has had like 3 different names, but I finally settled on this one.
Nice.
And I really like it.
Yeah.
So my dad helped me come up with it. So
I love it. I took Henry there a couple weeks ago now.
yeah.
And he's feeling fresh and still smelling good.
Good.
But yeah, so that location, what was it before? Assuming you had to remodel that.
It was in shambles. Like everything
Okay.
was overgrown. It was the same deal as my house, but worse.
Sure.
I'm like, why do I keep doing this?
Yeah.
But
Did you tear it down and rebuild something then?
no, we restored
Okay.
it.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm adding to it now.
Was it a house?
No, it was a barn and a carport.
Just like no business though, is what I'm asking.
No, no.
Okay.
No. The zoning was weird though. Like part of it was like the first half of the acre was C1, which is like your basic commercial zoning. Because Boonville does do their zoning in a strange, inefficient way for kennels. But basically like that's just retail. So the first half of it was zoned for like retail.
Yep.
And then the second half was I think 2 different residential zonings.
Wow.
Or maybe
Yeah, so
it was
like,
one, but yeah.
Basically the front, you're talking about the front half and the back half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which makes sense because like, aren't your neighbors next to you? Is that like a CBD place? Or is that 2 down?
I'm right next to the liquor store.
The liquor store? What's that from?
It'd be like me on my way to the liquor store, and it's like a
store.
lawnmower.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Relatable here in Fayette and Boonville. Or, probably all of Missouri.
We have a liquor store here.
That way.
That way. The best liquor store that people don't talk about is
Here?
like Sam's Club and Costco.
Oh,
You can get so much liquor for gotta stop saying that. Sounds so dumb.
liquor.
But apparently, like Costco is like one of the best places to buy alcohol. So, but I don't really buy alcohol because I don't think any of it tastes.
Yeah, I
good.
don't.
So,
I don't drink.
yeah, I got peer pressure this past week, and I even told people that I won the Dare Leadership Award. You don't know what that is, but that's a public school like. What is it?
We have Darren Boonville.
But you weren't. Well, I guess
I can
now-
read.
Sure, but like you weren't a student in Boonville.
No, but,
Yeah, but you know about it now, is what I'm saying. Like you
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
go through the Dare program as a 4th
I
grader.
know.
Yeah, I did. I was the Dare leader. I still have the medal.
Oh,
Anyway, so
Probably
they were like
should've
peer
gone through
pressuring me about like some marketing company was like, hey, can we buy you a drink? And I'm like, sure. Can I have a cherry Coke? And then I just got cooked. This podcast is brought to you by, you guessed it, me, Landon Ball, State Farm agent. Do you feel like insurance doesn't make any sense? You are not alone. My team and I are trying to figure that out like every day. If you want to understand your insurance policy better, specifically if you have like a life or car or home insurance policy that some brother-in-law or uncle twice removed sold you years ago, reach out to my team here in Fayette at 660-248-2424 or go to our website at fayetteinsuranceteam.com. Please don't call me with anything non-insurance related. Don't call our office if it's not about insurance. Please don't call or contact our office if it's about ice cream shop, anything that's not insurance related. Thanks for asking for a cherry Coke, which is brutal peer pressure for somebody who
That is
doesn't want to
interesting.
drink. Yeah.
I
Oh,
wonder
yeah.
if I don't, because when I tell people I don't drink, no one ever pressures me. So
I think it's how you respond, right? Like if you say I don't drink, that kind of is a little bit like people
Oh,
can
okay.
respect that versus when people say, can I buy you a drink? And I ask for a cherry Coke. Maybe I get roasted for not just saying I don't drink, you know? But
Yeah, I don't know.
the reason I don't drink is not because I necessarily think it's wrong, although I don't think it's helpful. I just don't think any of it tastes good. And if I'm going to drink, I'd rather eat 300 calories than drink 300 calories.
Yeah. The reason I don't drink is because I've never made a good decision while
I haven't
drinking.
met many people who make great decisions.
And I was like, I just
under
doing
the
this.
influence. Yeah.
Plus, I'm not trying to lose my abs over something stupid. So
That, and can you imagine too, local State Farm agent gets DUI in the newspaper?
in your car,
In my car. Yeah. Cooked. Toast.
it'd be funny.
It would be funny. Like I have so much material I could write about my life. But
Yeah,
I'll
because
never,
then it's like, aren't you insured by your own state?
yeah,
Yeah, so then it's just like,
I know. It's just a
it's
colossal
like
failure.
it's you,
Oh, yeah.
your face on the car,
Burn it all down.
and
Yeah.
your insurance.
Yep.
You just
And then like I wouldn't be able to get insured by State Farm anymore probably, which would be hilarious.
yeah.
And then there goes my wholesome puppy ice cream shop.
It kind of
too.
reminds me of like the Clintons, Pelosi. Yeah,
Like I don't know if we want to talk about them.
maybe not, but
Yeah, I don't want to get.
It is funny.
Yeah,
it's an abort mission.
dude, I don't know, but like, were you taught a lot of that stuff in
What,
homeschool?
politics?
Yeah, just like old school or political history.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my parents are very, like, they're not publicly involved,
Sure.
but they're very involved,
Yeah.
like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I had to Google with somebody today, like who got killed first. Was it Martin Luther King or JFK? Like when those assassinations were. But Martin Luther King was the later one.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that.
And I'm not naturally very good at history. I think it's just I'm not super good at remembering dates and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yep. I did learn about it, but
Anyway, so you launched Top Dog USA, which do you still do obviously you do grooming
yeah.
and you still do the training
Yes.
and boarding.
Yep. And
So
daycare.
and daycare. What's the
Yeah.
difference between boarding and daycare?
So daycare, I shouldn't have ate those fries.
My bad.
So
I made her eat the
I'm
fries. so-
sensitive.
Yeah.
My body's not used to this. So daycare is like you drop your dog off and pick him up same day.
Got it.
So it's like 7 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Yep.
And it's for people that like work a lot and like don't have time to like come home and let the dog out.
Yep.
Or like they may also not have like a spouse that can do that.
Okay.
Because a lot of people like someone's home.
Right.
Well, I guess maybe 50-50, but I don't know. Daycare's busy. So
What do they do in daycare? It's
so
adorable.
they have a schedule. So
Yeah.
their normal schedule, like, and you have to take other things into consideration, like behavior and weather and just things of that nature. But their standard schedule is 2 hours outside with supervision. So there's like a chair
Yeah.
outside, like we call it the lifeguard chair. And then there's like a little pavilion.
Yeah.
And so they are 2 hours outside with like pack management. And then they're 1 hour inside. And like the hour inside, like kind of just helps them regulate because it's a lot for the dog
Yeah.
sometimes, especially when daycare's not like the usual. So that's like their schedule. And we basically just try to, we want them to be like wore out by the time they go home.
Yeah.
So like
So
when
that they're
people have
nice
like a
and
long day at work,
well-behaved. Yeah.
they have a
Yeah.
long day at work and they come home and pick up their dog.
Yeah.
Dog's happy to see them, but then when they get home, they sleep.
they sleep.
Yeah. So you can get some downtime.
Dude, I feel bad for Henry. I'm gone most of the day. And when you've got a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, he's just not, he's 4 years old, but he's big and got a lot of energy.
He does have a lot of energy.
So
Yeah.
I've been trying to take him on walks more, but yeah, when I get home, we are wired. And so I just try to throw the tennis ball until I wear him out.
Yeah. The tennis ball is good.
Definitely not 2 hours though. That's impressive. That's fun. Good for you.
Yeah.
Your clients seem to love it, I assume.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. I've been really blessed to have like amazing clientele.
Yeah.
So, and
Are you
staff
pretty
too.
full? Like, have you had to like say no to people?
Oh yeah. All summer. Yeah. This time of year is like always a little bit slower.
Sure.
But it's already starting to like pick up.
Yep.
So like, I don't even know how many I had today. Like I worked a shift today, like part of a shift. And, yeah, they just kept coming. I was like, oh,
Well, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. I know you aren't just doing nothing with your days. So, because as a business owner, we're always working. We're never off.
Yeah. Yeah, for the most part.
What do you do for fun then?
I'm really into fitness. So I love running, walking, biking, swimming, lifting weights. I like exploring too. And I do like history, even though I'm not super good at it. Like I like visiting like the little towns and looking at things.
What are
like,
some of your favorites that people wouldn't think of?
I really like Lexington,
Okay.
Missouri.
Yeah.
That's like towards Kansas City.
Yeah, that's right.
I really like southern Missouri.
Mhm.
I've really grown to like that. There's a lot down there. I like Arrow Rock and Blackwater and anywhere that has trails. Like Herman is really cool. A lot of people know about
Are
Herman.
you walking? Or are you biking? Or
I
typically
usually, if I am like traveling somewhere, I usually just walk.
just walk?
But
Cool.
yeah, I am a huge fan of biking too, like biking on trails.
Nice.
But yeah. So like I can do disconnect from work because I have to.
Right.
Like, and I like my social life's important to me as well. Like, I'm like a coffee date type of person. Like, get a cup of coffee with a friend and just catch up.
Yep.
Yeah, like disconnect. So I also really like my family and I like getting things done around the home too. Like I don't want to hire somebody to do it. Like I'd rather
Are you
do
still close with your siblings, classmates?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, my classmates.
Sorry.
We have a reunion coming up.
It's been a few years since you and I have probably actually like chatted. So like I don't mean to offend you with this question,
No,
but
you're
like
good.
would you still call yourself a Christian?
Yeah, absolutely.
Talk to me about like your faith journey, where that started and all those kind
Oh
of things.
boy, yeah. You know, it's funny actually. Most people don't ask me this like at all ever. It's been kind of crazy. I don't know like how much details
We're good.
you're
I'm
looking for.
I'm chilling us all on you.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
Okay. Well, I was raised in a Christian home. Like my family is very solid. Like I've been blessed to have just like a very strong family.
Yep.
And they still are to this day. Like the Overstreets are tremendous. And I think I might be a little bit different from them. And, you know, I wish I wasn't at times because I admire them so much. But I definitely had like I'd still do, I think, a little bit, have like kind of like a rocky, kind of just like a rough path a little bit.
I mean, I would describe you overall as a rebel, like not in a negative connotation, but I just even remember in Bible study, like you were, it was never sufficient for it just to be a answer, right? Which is a good thing about you.
Yeah.
Like for you to be investigative and to want to know, you strike me as the person who, because I said so, is not enough of an answer.
Yeah.
In fact, it might be the worst answer.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Arguably
anyway.
so. Yeah. Yeah. We were always taught to like question things, and maybe I took that too seriously. But you know,
Can we time out real quick?
Yeah.
Who are your brothers? Will you tell me who they are?
Ryan and Reed.
Okay. Ryan and Reed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I've met Ryan. I've met both.
They've been going now.
Jesse also.
Jesse, you might not have met.
Cousin?
Yeah, that's my cousin. Yeah.
But
Ryan,
you-
I remember obviously distinctly
Yeah,
from
'cause
Navs.
That's the cowboy.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude looks like
I say he looks like he's selling Tupperware.
Indiana Jones. That's what he looks like to me.
Yes.
Indiana
Temple
Jones.
Run.
Yeah.
Level 1.
Like he feels like the kind of guy, and Ryan, if you're watching this, I don't mean this offensive, but he's the kind of guy that like if I just drove by his house, I was like, dude, we're going to the mountains today and we're gonna find something and kill it. He'd be like, okay. You
Yeah.
just hop in and go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry, but those are your siblings.
Yes. Yes.
My bad. Squirrel.
Detour.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's kind of like, it's like, my journey is like, I know what's right and I know what's wrong. And sometimes, like, you know, I've made decisions that I should not have. And I remember distinctly telling God, like, I know this is wrong and I'm going to do it anyway. And you can strike me down with lightning. And
Wow.
yes. So I got into some things that I shouldn't have. I would say I was a very good kid and I really cared about like doing the right thing and broadcasting that. And like I dedicated like my whole summer to church, like when I was 16. And I was really, really good until I was about 19. And part of the problem that I had like in my Christian walk was like the people that I chose to date. Because who you date is super important. They can just completely tear you down. And so I've, like a lot of my partners have been like abusive in various ways. And so I never blamed God for that. As a matter of fact, like I blamed myself for it. But I remember just telling him like, I don't care. And the cool part about that is that even if I don't care, he still does. And so it was really cool to like look back and see that rebellion, because rebellion can be used for good and bad. It's just, who are you rebelling against? You need to like direct that properly. And so looking back, I can see him be like, okay, well, like Heather doesn't care, but like I care. And he delivered me from that. And he's given me so many chances. And that's something that I'm so thankful for today, because I'm not perfect today and I'm still working on that image and that goal. And I'm going to keep working towards that and keep trying to redirect my rebellion to the correct thing. But it's beautiful how much God really cares about people, like regardless of like their background. Because I think it'd be really easy to look at somebody like me and be like, oh, your life was so easy. You grew up as a Christian and da-da-da. And it's like, what if you're an idiot like me and you got into substance and dated a bunch of stupid people? And then it's just like you destroy yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like.
Well, in that there's not an equation for how you turn out.
Yeah.
Just not.
Yeah. So it's like Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, and no one gets to the Father except through him. So it's really important that you understand that.
Yeah.
So, and I think I do.
Was it a learning curve for you? Because again, I'm just recalling some of our Bible studies. Like that rebel nature is one of my favorite attributes of yours.
Thank you. That's not everybody's favorite.
Was that a hard one to like figure out with God? Because I feel like the normal pretense around that is like, I have to give up that in order to like surrender to God. But it sounds like how was navigating that for you? Like who I am versus what God wants to be. Does that make any sense? What I'm asking?
Yeah. Another thing I'll throw into that equation is like other people's opinions as well.
Sure.
Because it's like you have God's opinion and you have the people that love you and then the people that don't matter and they're just mean for no reason.
Yep.
And then God and myself.
I'm learning that right now.
Yeah. I mean, people are never. We can talk about that too, about other people. I have like a very specific viewpoint on that, and there's a reason I am the way I am because of that. But anyway, like working my relationship out with God as far as rebellion goes, it was difficult. And part of the reason it was difficult is because like I've always liked learning and I genuinely care about doing the right thing. And because God showed me who he is and he forgave me and delivered me from the circumstance that I put myself in, despite me specifically not caring and telling him to strike me down with lightning,
right.
I was like, I'm so like eternally grateful.
Yeah.
Like there is like, why would I want anything other than good?
Yeah.
And so when I started down that journey, I was probably 20. And that's when I started coming to Bible study actually. And the reason I was coming to Bible study is because I desired to learn and I wanted to I like learning from other people. And I'm the type of person, like I'm hands-on learning. I want to see what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you can't practice what you preach, I know you ain't got the answers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I
remember that being kind of a big thing for you too. And I don't know if you still feel that way, but like I felt like a lot of your frustration towards just like church in general was just like people not living straight lives. I remember that kind of being a struggle early on, where you were
Yeah.
talking about like, I don't think I need to go to church because look at these people, they go to church and they don't, act like
Yeah.
Christians. Are you still kind of in that spot, or
No.
do you go to church quite a bit now?
No,
or?
I have a church.
Sweet.
And they take care of me, and they're great.
That's
so
awesome.
um
Where do you go? Or do you want to say?
that's okay. I go to Riverside in
Oh,
Boonville.
yeah, yeah.
Everybody's welcome.
Yeah.
So
I did a music gig with them one time at
Yeah.
Berkey's.
yeah, they're
couple years
great.
ago.
I
Yeah.
really the leadership there is solid. Their doctrine is solid. What changed my mind is that like first off, like nobody is perfect.
Nope.
And now that I'm here and I like have my past and I have what I'm working on now, like I have Christians that judge me now.
Yeah.
And like what I did back then, where I was saying like, well, your life isn't straight, mine isn't.
Right.
Like I'm not doing every single thing that I'm supposed to be doing or what people think I should be doing. And I don't want someone to judge me and not come to church because of me.
Yeah.
Because the bottom line is the point of being a Christian is that it's not works based, it's a relationship. So my relationship with Jesus should not be affected by your relationship with Jesus.
Right.
So it's me stepping outside of myself and judging somebody else and their life and choosing not to go to church and blaming somebody else for not going to church is not correct.
Yeah.
So
But I think
my mind has changed.
for a young Christian, and I still get that way sometimes, where it can be really disappointing what your expectations were, and then you do see people legitimately living double lives, and you're like, what the heck,
Yeah.
And you being the, I think the type of your person you are, I can see struggling with that from a what the heck, I thought Christians did this,
Yeah.
like this is the way. Have you
Yeah.
watched The Mandalorian or Star Wars or anything like
Yes.
that? Yeah, very much. This is the way, and this is not the way. Which is, it still matters how you live, but I'm glad you got to that point, because that is hard. That is definitely hard, because people are
Yeah.
hard, right? Like
Yeah.
being in a relationship with other believers for a long time, you will run into stuff that gets frustrating.
Yeah.
That's just what getting close to people
Yeah.
means,
Yeah.
But cool, that's all
Yeah.
good to hear.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, yeah, I go to church now and I have been since COVID.
Okay.
Like I've been at the same church since COVID. So
Nice.
that is important to me. There's still like things about Christianity that I struggle with.
Mhm.
But
Which is normal, by the way.
yeah, and I think for me, it's just like, well, it's no different from any other struggle in my life. It's like we don't run away from that. We just keep trying.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what it is that, like, when people become Christians, they think like all of a sudden they know
Mhm.
everything.
mm,
You're like, no, you are just as like not understanding as you were. Like, that Jesus has saved you now, but we need to go learn this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, it's a relationship, and relationships take work.
Mhm.
And there's something that's and a relationship is always evolving, like from the beginning of it till the end of it.
Yep.
So yeah, same thing with like family relations and like dating relations. Like all these things like take work, and that's just something that
Yep.
I'm learning still. So.
Yeah. I'm definitely learning it still, because I guess I grew up kind of with the expectation that once you found the perfect thing, it was easy.
Mhm.
That was always my upbringing and thought. You find your spouse, and then it's all supposed to be easy. And
Yeah.
then you become a Christian, and then being a Christian is easy. And it's like, oh no,
I think it gets harder.
I think it's harder.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I kind of compare it to like my fitness journey. It's like,
Mhm.
I started my fitness journey when I was 19 because I was like, I need to change. I can't
Yep.
keep doing this. And you go through like,
What made you do that? What shocked you into fitness?
well, I had a really, really terrible boyfriend when I was 19. So terrible, like terrible. And it took a lot for me to break up with him, but I did. And the first thing I did was I remember there was 2 feet of snow, and I broke up with him, and I barely got out of the house, and then I barely made it out of the snow. So there was like all these factors like blocking me
Oh,
from like getting home because he lived 2 hours away from my home.
wow.
And I called my dad, and I was bawling my eyes out, like hyperventilating, like a teenage girl,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I called him, and he's like, "Well, we're at a party right now. Do you want to come?" And I was like, "Yeah." So yeah, I broke up with my boyfriend, and then I went off the road, and these men stopped and helped me, and I was bawling my eyes out just
Yeah.
because I just broke up with my boyfriend.
And you just
And
wrecked
they
your
just
car.
ignored me, and they just got my car out, and I was like, that was actually great. Like, that was great. They got my car out, and then I went to this Thanksgiving party, And I ate so much turkey. And I went, whenever I like kind of settled down a bit, I was like it kind of hit me. I was like, what am I doing? Like, is anything in my life how I want it to be?
So all in one day, you break up with your boyfriend, you wreck your car.
Yeah.
You end up at a Thanksgiving party and you overeat turkey.
Yeah. And then the next day I ran my first mile and then I started getting into running.
Nice.
And so I've lost 20 pounds and now I have like a 6-pack. So it's like, I've worked on it for
you.
a while. Yeah. But I think like with your fitness journey, it's like at first, like you lose all the weight. And then it's like body recomp. And then it's like getting your body to where you want it to be, not just looks wise, but also like ability wise. And then learning how to maintain that. And then learning how to maintain that when your circumstances change. And that's kind of how I'm like comparing my Christian walk to my life.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, sweet. That's awesome to hear. Yeah, I didn't know where you were at, and I never want to assume, and just be like, hey, so you were this? And you're like, no, I'm not this.
I think it's really nice. I don't think I've had anybody ask me in probably like 4 years.
Oh, well, cool. I'm glad I got to do that. I'm glad. It's really encouraging for me to hear. Like, I'm not that much older than you. Like, I don't see myself as somebody who's above you or in any ways. But
How old are you? Should I
I'm
guess?
30. That's fine. What would you have guessed?
I was going to say like 27.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, 30. And I just remember some of those early, what I've always wanted as a Christian leader is, like you probably felt difficult. I don't know if you ever felt difficult as somebody like in early learning some of those things, like in Bible study.
I was blissfully unaware.
Which is, again, I don't want you to lose that. That's the rebellious, that's the why in you. Like I'm known for being the person who asks why, and I think you are too. Which is, I don't think we ever like butted heads, but we had very similar personalities in Bible study.
I think so too.
Yeah, I don't think we butted heads, but I think we had similar personalities. And
I feel like you were the only one that got me. I feel like everybody else, like, not that they did think this, but I felt this. Like, I felt like everyone didn't like my questions.
And I won't name them, but like, you would ask a question and the person would be like, well, the Bible says this. And I'm like, yeah, Heather's not asking that. She can read. She knows what that says right there.
She can read.
You need to, I guess that's always been maybe something that's a skill for me, is being able to like hear what you're actually trying to say.
Yeah.
So anyway, but I just remember early on, like you fighting through some stuff, specifically like, whether to go to church or not. Very similar in a Cody way. Like, I think if you got to know Cody a little bit better, he's got a very similar, like, a straight answer is not sufficient.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say? Yeah.
Everything we've had this conversation.
Yeah. So, it's encouraging to see you, one, fight through it, right? And still be aware of it. And not just put that on as a face or anything like that. And you seem to be living that out. You said you were a community advocate.
Yep.
And you were recently on the Gary Nolan show, right?
Yeah.
What is the Gary Nolan show?
I think he's like a libertarian.
He's a libertarian?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And invited you on because you are a community advocate, or why did he invite you on?
He wanted to promote conservatives of mid-Missouri on Facebook.
Okay.
And then he also wanted to ask me about like the whole like canceled thing.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't listen to any of that, so
Yeah.
you can talk as much as you want to about that. Either of those things.
Well, basically, like as a Christian, there's certain things that like I disagree with as far as like the world does, like trends or whatever. And specifically, like, and if any of this is too controversial, you can cut it out. I don't care.
Yeah.
But I disagree with what the LGBT stands for primarily. And I've said that, like I've publicly said like, hey, like I disagree. And they think that disagree equals hate.
Yep.
And that disagree means that I think that they shouldn't exist or have rights. So like I'm for gay rights because gay people are people.
Yep.
But we should be able to agree to disagree. And basically what happened was like there was a No Kings protest in Boonville. And I filmed it and I was like laughing and I called them goofy. And then I just posted it. I didn't even think much of it because I've been making TikToks for like a year.
Yeah.
And like people are mad all the time. And I was like, I don't care. It's like comments aren't real.
Yeah.
Well, that video went like viral, I guess, in Missouri.
I saw that video. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, I mean, who cares? It's like I'm laughing at a protest. Like, look at them. So anyway, I I've never once been political with my job. Like I always say, like dogs can't vote. And like this is not
That's funny.
This is not
Nice.
this is not a place for politics. Like this, we work.
Yep.
And like we have good character and we have good morals and values and we like help each other out and we take care of dogs.
That's
and
what you talk about the ice cream shop. It is ice cream and puppies. That's
yes,
it.
there's not supposed to be any. It's for dogs.
Yep.
So, these, I don't know, these LGBT left people or whatever they call themselves, cult leaders, they like found out that like I owned Top Dog and they like review bombed it and like defamed my name and my business.
At what point was this? Was this?
I think it was like May, whenever the No
Of
Kings
this year?
protest was. Yeah.
25. Okay.
Yeah. And so I was actually, it was very stressful because it's a long story. Well, it was stressful because I couldn't be here. I was living in Chesterfield for 5 weeks. So I was in Chesterfield and I was working remote.
Wow.
And my staff was running the fort. And I struggled with feeling like it wasn't fair to them because I couldn't be there.
Sure.
But luckily, like I really think God protected my shop and my staff. And I have great staff.
Yeah.
Amazing staff. And I felt bad that like I couldn't be there in person to like support what they were going through because I know they had to go through that too.
Yeah.
And
were they getting like any in-person
no
flack?
That's
okay,
the thing.
So it was
like
all
these
just
people,
online
they
review
only
bombing.
yeah.
I guess that's nice that they weren't like actually physically, attempting to cause anything. But
yeah, I mean, I have
still
different methods
stressful.
for that. But anyway, I it's like do you not know who I am? But anyway, they really don't. But it was stressful just because of like my living circumstance. I would say because if I was there, I'd be like, come on. But like I never gave up. Like I kept posting. I did not back down.
Yeah, what? How many bad reviews did you get?
Oh, I don't know.
Would your Google have said like 2 out of 5 stars if somebody looked it up?
Yeah.
Is it still there?
A lot of them are. I can't get Google to take them down.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Google took down some, but
she's still at a 4.1. They didn't do that much damage.
If you're watching this, leave a 5-star to counteract the woke.
Yeah. Good for you. You recovered.
Not fully, because almost every single 1-star in there is not a customer at all.
Obvious, of course.
Yeah, they're not. They've never. These LGBT cult leaders have never been a customer.
But that is a hard thing of like, they're not a customer, so it's not fair to review the business.
Right.
But you would also say that the business is you. Like, wouldn't you say that business is a part of you?
I mean, I work there.
Sure.
My staff does so much there.
Yeah.
So much there. Yeah. Like, Top Dog is about my staff. It's about my clients. It's about my dogs. I just own it.
Gotcha.
So, and I fill in shifts when I need to fill in shifts, just like my staff.
So it doesn't necessarily feel like an extension of who you are as a person.
No, and that's why I did so much rebranding. I was like, I don't want Top Dog to be about me. I want it to be about dogs.
Yeah.
So it was really just
interesting. I struggle with that. Like every one of my businesses feels like it's me.
Yeah.
So when you're developing like a personal brand for me, all of those are reflective to it. Like I kind of want them to be uniform. And that's where the struggle is hard is like if somebody did want to, for this podcast, there's no Google review to leave a review on this podcast. They can go rip up Henry's on State Farm probably.
Yeah.
You know?
And they might.
And that's hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how to separate that. And I don't, maybe what you're saying too is there's no way to keep people from doing that, even if you did have clear separation. Because you have pretty clear separation.
Yeah, they'll hunt you down.
Yeah, they'll do it.
Because, and I looked into it, like, these people, this town is too small. Okay, I looked into
Boonville
it.
or Fayette?
Both.
Well,
Both.
yeah, but Boonville you would say.
Yeah, well, and
enough.
a lot of the crazies are here in Fayette too. I don't know why, but anyway. So I looked into it, some of them, and like, I'm telling you, some of them don't have jobs at all.
Sure.
No job. Some of them don't even have enough money to have a phone, like a phone plan. Like I looked into this stuff. Like it's like, what are you doing with your life? So, and it's like, you know, I try to like restrain from like judgment and just seek understanding.
Yeah.
And that, you know, if I didn't have a job and I had all the time in the world and I hated my life, maybe I want to be a victim and hate on a pretty girl too. So anyway, but The online thing is messed up because like I survived it and I will continue to, but there are some businesses that probably can't. Like that might destroy some other small businesses. And like I'm working on things behind the scenes to like eradicate that. And what I mean by that is like defamation and slander is like already illegal. And like if somebody came into your shop in real life and was being disruptive and making false claims and disturbing the peace and stuff, like you would get them trespassed. Why? You can't trespass people online. And then like a defamation and slander case takes months.
Right.
And then you have to collect all the
And
evidence.
there's so much to prove. And then,
right.
you know, I think to be slander, it actually has to be a lie as well. You know,
Yes.
so if they're complaining about you calling them goofy on a video,
Yeah.
that's not a lie.
Oh no, and that's not the part I had a problem with.
Right.
There was specifically people that said I was abusing dogs, and it's like,
Yeah, that's-
and I did threaten to take some of them to court, and I know they'll watch this and be like, she did, and I'm like, yes, I did, and then I forgave them. I was like, you know what, like it's not no shade, you're not worth it, but I will say like it's also not worth my time.
Yeah.
Like my time is better spent helping everybody, not just myself.
Yeah.
So
Your dad is a business owner, right?
yeah,
Did he kind of walk you through some of this stuff
Nope.
too?
I love you, Dad, but
On purpose?
I don't know.
Or you didn't ask him?
I would talk to my family some about it,
Yeah.
and they understand
Sure.
since they like make guns, like they're constantly demonized by the
Right.
government
I was going to say,
and from
that's
everybody.
who I thought of first. Like, well, these guys
Yeah.
know firsthand how to deal with
I would say like they
negative feedback.
they sympathized with me, but like
Sure.
nobody held my hand through this.
Yeah.
So, which they probably shouldn't have. I'm 25. It's like they
Yeah.
probably shouldn't hold my hand. So
Well, and it didn't crush your business, which is good.
no, I really thought that I was like, I'll take a hit, whatever. It's not an L, it's just a hit. Well, I ended up.
Totally so Gen Z what you just did.
Well, I ended up actually, like, I lost like a couple clients, but I actually gained more than I had before.
Yeah.
And same with my staff. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it takes like a very strong, special person to like stand up to that,
Mhm.
So I'm just very thankful for the
Yeah.
people, for my
Your
clients.
staff
and-
was super sweet.
Yeah, they're
I
very
enjoyed working
sweet.
with them. It felt professional. And I, as a business owner, always try to like, sure, I have your cell phone, but I'm going to try to use your
I
business the
noticed
way
that,
you
yeah.
want me to use it. Right.
Thank you. Yeah.
Like if you say call this person to do this, I'm going to follow those procedures because I hate it when people like
Yep.
just rip up
Yes.
my phone and I'm like, it's 11 p.m. folks. You can't pay your bill over text, iMessage with me. Please do
I
not
know.
reach out.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed working with your staff, and that was some of the stuff that even made me nervous too about posting my like reaction to the Charlie Kirk stuff, but also knowing too that like usually the negative voices are louder.
Yep.
And there's usually a lot more people that agree with you than don't.
Yeah.
Because they're not as loud, right? Usually
Yeah.
you're not getting praise as loud as you're getting criticism.
And it's crazy. I've had dozens of people like say to my face how proud they are of me and how they support me.
Yeah.
And that means so much more to me than a stupid comment from somebody with a name that I can't even pronounce and doesn't make sense
Yeah.
because it's probably a fake name.
But it
Just
is
like,
hard when like I looked at your Google page
Yeah.
and I know you.
Yeah.
But like most consumers are going to make their
I
decision
know.
based on what they see on the internet. So that is a
Yes.
hard line to walk.
Yeah.
Of
And Google doesn't make you prove that you're a customer. Yeah. None of those are customers.
Right.
None.
I wonder if that's an interesting thing I've never thought about. Only allowing a Google review for a customer.
Yep. Like what Amazon does. Yeah.
Amazon does that?
Yeah. Like you can't
cool.
review
You
a
can't just
product.
go on there and review a product?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm pretty sure.
Do you? No, you can review a product.
can?
Even if you haven't bought it?
They have like a
I'm-
confirmation section.
Wow.
Yeah, but also, out of curiosity, do you look at Google reviews?
Huh?
Do you look at Google reviews?
I'll do
I
Google
do too.
ratings.
Maybe it's just me.
And if they're bad, then I'll go into the actual reviews themselves. But funny enough, like if you pulled up my Google page,
Mhm.
it's 5.0. Yours is 4.1.
Mhm.
More people, like if we were both insurance, more people would go through you because yours looks more real
Oh, yeah.
statistically.
Yeah.
5.0 looks fake.
You want a 1-star real quick?
No,
Yeah, I
don't
got
do
you.
it. Google's got a pretty good way of telling if things are fake too, usually, but apparently not.
Well, they took, it was so many.
Yeah.
Like they were like, what sounds good? Making multiple accounts and still not looking for a job.
I bet if they did hustle something online, they could,
Right. Like imagine taking all that energy and doing something good.
Yeah.
do you, out of curiosity, do you think that? Sorry, Landon, actually, but
Fine.
do you think that consequence is worth everything you're doing online and talking about, et cetera? Because obviously we just saw recently the consequence can be as dramatic as dying. So do you think the consequence of the hits you took with your business is worth what
Putting
you're
yourself
doing?
out there.
I wouldn't use the word consequence. I know what you're trying to say.
Good and bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. The answer is yes, doing the right thing is always worth it. And the truth is, Jordan Peterson, he's my favorite speaker. He always says that the best outcome you could possibly have, no matter how bad it seems, will always be the truth. And a consequence implies that I am doing something wrong. A consequence is a deservance almost.
Okay.
So, and that's a problem I have like with this Charlie Kirk thing. They say, oh, it's his consequence. It's like, no, murder is wrong.
Right.
And that period. And so, yeah, it's definitely worth it. I'm not going to lie and say that it's not daunting at times or that I face new things or that I worry for my safety sometimes. But, you know, the Bible calls us not to be anxious in anything. And that's like a battle that I am choosing. I'm choosing not to be anxious.
That's a
And-
hard scripture too, because that one's like a command. That one's not like you shouldn't feel anxious. It's like, no,
Yeah.
don't be anxious, you know?
Yeah, because like anxiety is like you placing your trust into yourself.
Anxiety is, I've always said, and I'm not being insensitive to anybody who has a diagnosis, but like anxiety is a symptom of something.
Mhm.
It is not a disease.
Yeah.
In most cases. Maybe there's some chemical imbalance stuff
Well-
that it could. But I remember if you guys ever just look up TED Talk anxiety depression,
Mhm.
some guy did some crazy research on it. And of the 9 major factors, only 2 were genetic. And of those 2, less than 1% of cases in anxiety and depression were related to genetics.
Yeah.
The rest is lifestyle, beliefs,
Yeah.
diet, stuff like that.
Yes.
You know,
Well,
so
like,
not to downplay
yeah.
anybody's situation, but it has a lot to do with who you are.
No, and I don't think you have to downplay somebody's situation. And I mean, there's like a way out of that.
Yeah.
Like for example, like
Not easy.
Like
but there's a way out.
I'm learning how to fly. And the reason I'm learning, and I have been for a year, I took a break, but the reason that I am learning how to fly is because I'm scared of it. Like the first time that I was ever in that seat with my hands on the yoke, I was shaking and sweating. And it's like, I don't want to live that way. So I think a lot of times like people with anxiety, and that's coming from someone that has it. And also I train it out of dogs as well and out of people because an anxious dog has an anxious owner typically.
Yep.
And if you're the type of person that doesn't want to step outside of your comfort zone and face the shaking and the sweating and all that, you're going to stay that way. And if you're going to stay that way, I'm going to assume that you like being that. So you're identifying as anxious and you don't have to.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't think you, like, I know people are sensitive and they're like, oh, like, don't downplay my diagnosis. And it's like, well, you could diagnose yourself anything.
Yeah.
And being nervous and anxious is a choice.
Right.
It just because a doctor is like, oh, you have anxiety, like, it's still your choice.
It's
to
a
do that.
result of choices.
Yeah, anxiety is a behavior.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about like schizophrenia or anything
Sure.
like that. Like we're talking about like, because there's like chemical imbalances in your brain, but then there's also behaviors.
Right. Right.
So there's
and
behavior. yeah.
most of the time, statistically, it's a lot more behavior than it is chemical imbalance.
Yeah.
And that's one of my biggest gripes with even just that medication industry around depression and anxiety is like, we're going to chemically alter your body with some medication after asking 10 questions,
Yes.
you know, or 20 questions on a
Yeah.
sheet. And I'm like, if you're going to chemically imbalance my brain, can we check where my brain's at? Like, can we
Yeah.
at least do some blood work, you know?
It's funny you say that. That's like my most watched TikTok has like 500,000 views. I'm like asking that question. I'm like,
Really?
so you went to medical school for 7 years, talk to me for 1 minute, and your solution is just throw Prozac at my face.
Yeah.
Like,
A drug that will change the
Yeah.
chemistry in your body.
yeah. And that doesn't work.
Lots of times I just find out that they're just really big antihistamines, you know, like a
Yeah,
big
that
old
doesn't
fat
work.
Benadryl pill.
Yeah. You actually have to change your behavior. If you want different behavior, you have to change it.
Yep. And you're not saying that that's easy, but I think
No, it's hard. Really hard.
I hope people get faced with that sooner than later, that you get to choose your hard, right? Like
Yeah.
you can either battle that stuff forever or you can choose to fight through it. And my encouragement would be like, it's worth fighting through it because it'll actually change pretty quickly. Like even when I
Yeah.
started working out more, I'm like, oh man, I feel better quickly.
Yes.
I look better quickly. Like even just in the last 4 months, I look better quickly. So
Mm-hmm.
not just, gassing myself up, but I've been working out. Can't flex as hard as you
Thumbnail.
are.
Yeah.
Thumbnail, just both of us flex. Don't do that. That look weird.
It's too late. It's been spoken in.
Put military magic Mike in there for me too.
The
from that
editing's
episode.
already I'm already there.
Him and his Mac.
Yeah. So you're political now, right?
Yes, I
Okay.
have been.
Well, right, but you said community advocate.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were recently at the Capitol for something. What's this journey that you're on now?
The whole reason I got into politics is I say that politics chose me. I didn't choose it. And whether you like it or not, politics are a part of your life every day. And my dad taught me that you don't complain about a problem without offering a solution. And so, like having a business, I've just faced tremendous challenges with whether it's people from the city, city officials,
Yep.
or elected officials, or state departments, because my business, I had to get it rezoned, and you go through all the permits and all that. And then I also am on a major highway, so I deal with MoDOT. I deal with all these things. And at some point, you're just like, is this my property or not? It doesn't feel like it. So, to be honest, if I'm being completely honest, I've been ran over a couple times, by the government. First it was COVID.
Not physically by a car.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
All right.
Yeah, I wish they hit me with
You
a
see
car
where my
instead.
dumb brain goes
Yeah.
immediately? 2.5 people and then ran over by a
Yeah.
car.
I'd rather be hit by a car. But
Anyway, so ran over by the government.
yeah, so from COVID, they literally
Oh yeah.
took everything I had.
Yep.
And then with the whole rezoning thing, it's a miracle I got that. And then I dealt with MoDOT for a while, and when I went through the rezoning with my property, that was so much for a 22-year-old, because I bought this piece of property and somebody from the city told me that he berated me in his office for 30 minutes, and I'm not over exaggerating. And he told me I'm never going to make it. I may as well not try, and it's not going to happen. And I was like, well, can I try to rezone it? He's like, well, technically you can, but you probably shouldn't.
Yeah, you know what saying that to rebels does? Makes us want to do it even harder.
It's, I actually got in my car and cried after that.
That's all right. You still feel
And
things,
and then I called my dad immediately, and I was
Yeah.
crying. And he's like, well, why do you believe him? And I was like, fair. So yeah, I applied for it, and somehow I got it. And then after that, it was almost, I hate to use the word trauma, but it was traumatizing. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to go through this again and again and again. So I was like, my solution was to join planning and zoning, because that's what hindered me the first time, was that committee.
Yep.
And I say hindered initially, but they did pass me.
Yeah.
So kudos to them
What
for
were
that.
they against? I mean, in
I
the
don't-
rezoning stuff.
I don't,
Do they actually have a gripe that you could even understand? We don't
No.
want dogs on.
now one lady that is, I'll leave her anonymous for her sake. She was like, you're going to kennel 50 dogs outside. I'm like, no.
Yeah,
And that
where
was
did she
that.
get that? Was
Yeah,
that just
because
an assumption?
she came and said that, and literally I had a one-word answer. I said no, and that was that.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Which that probably answer was easy to find. I'm assuming you had to submit a business plan to them
Yes.
or something like that. Yeah.
yeah.
So they could have just read that.
And of course,
gone,
it wasn't perfect. I made it on my own. I was 22.
Sure, yeah,
But
right.
I can write.
yeah.
I know how to write and count.
Yeah.
So anyway, they're like,
I mean, I will say, I understand somewhat of zoning, because I would not want a 50 dog boarded outside kennel situation,
yeah, but that goes against state regulations. These people don't even know what they're talking about.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I guess I understand a little bit of the pushback, but again, know your laws, and also
Yeah.
ask Heather how many dogs she's going to have.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
not a shelter or a
Dude, your
a
building can't
pound.
fit 50 people.
Yeah, that
50
and
dogs.
and even if I can house 50 dogs, they're going to be cared for.
Yeah.
This isn't a
Yeah.
breeding out of control. This is an establishment that has a lot of care put into it. Blood, sweat, and tears, literally. So anyway, I joined planning and zoning, and I realized that I'm actually being a little bit selfish in my solution and that I joined it to benefit me. But joining planning and zoning is actually for the people. You're representing a board and saying yes and no to like people's business ideas. I always said yes. I always say your money, your property.
Oh, always?
Yeah, maybe we should get rid of planning and zoning as a whole. And then your property.
But then you got liquor stores everywhere.
So get some building regulations,
Yeah, what's the difference?
right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to hold some sort of line, right? You know?
Yeah, it's like just don't let your bricks fall into your neighbor's stuff. And we're good.
But like it would not be good if there was a whole town full of liquor stores, you know?
Who cares?
I guess I do if I
Don't
care
live
about
there.
like the town. No,
people's-
no, like well, okay,
It's
so that's
okay. Your money, your property.
sure, but like
Building regulations.
That's working off the assumption that everybody has the luxury to just move when they don't like something, you know, which I don't think everybody does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, like logically speaking, a town could not be all one thing anyway.
Right. Economically, it doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
Yeah.
But what I'm teasing out is like, I think planning and zoning is probably created to reflect the ideas of what the people want the town to look like. And I
Yeah.
think that's okay for the people to want.
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, there is like a city in Texas. I don't know if it's Houston, maybe. They don't have planning and zoning at all.
That's why they have like
Yeah.
so many strip clubs.
I mean,
It's known for being like the strip club capital. Google it. Look it up.
well,
the strip
club
Missouri
capital
has
of
a
them.
Passions every 10 miles.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
and we
I,
have
as a
planning and
person,
zoning.
would not like that there. But I also respect that they can run their
Yeah.
own business, you know?
I mean, I guess I would say I'm open to debate, but I
Sure.
don't think we should completely, like, you know,
I think in general, leaning towards your money, your property is better than my preference. You
Yeah.
know, this goes back to a question that I've been debating in my head that, did you find it yet?
It's Portland, Oregon is the capital.
Is Houston on the list though? Okay, whatever. All right. I just know that James Harden has like a lot of, anyway.
you might prove my point.
It's something I've thought about a lot lately from transitioning from a DEI focused economy, maybe back to a capitalist focused economy, but teasing out that question of like, especially like in Europe, and I'm totally outspeaking my class here, but this idea of why does a business exist? Does the business exist to benefit the people, or does a business exist to benefit the people who own it and the shareholders?
I would say the whole idea of capitalism is that idea of free market and each one of us having equal opportunity, but not equality of outcome.
Right.
So
when I lay those two out, I lean first towards a business exists to profit for its business owners and its shareholders. And
Yeah.
the free market will dictate whether it's a valuable business or not,
Yeah.
right? That's usually where I lean. Specifically, I lean that way because I watched a lot of companies in the DEI economy take money, charge customers more, and spend it on a lot
Yeah.
of BS, right?
yeah,
But I can also see where, like, think AI, for example. I would like to think that such a revolutionary invention as AI that will likely reduce a lot of jobs. I think, is that fair to say? You think it will reduce a lot of jobs? I'm not saying it's going to take everyone's job, but it's going to reduce a lot.
I think it'll
of
just
jobs.
shuffle it around.
Shuffle. Okay, that's a fair point. But like, I would like to think that such a wild invention like AI, which is going to reduce a lot of current workforce product, would in turn benefit the people. But I have a feeling it's going to benefit like the 1 or 2 billionaires that control that. And that's where I get a little bit torn of like, you know, think about like your classic old factory stuff that once they invented some piece of the factory, then they laid off, 200 workers and the CEO benefit a ton. I respect that it's the CEO's business, while at the same time I feel bad for the 200 people that just went from having a job to not having a job. Am I making any sense? Like that's where I struggle a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a couple things. Like one, it's illegal to monopolize things. So that's
Supposed to be.
it is. And
Meanwhile,
The post office. We're not going to talk about
Yeah,
it.
ideally monopolizing isn't a thing, but I feel like that's very hard to limit now in today's America too.
Yeah, I mean, I think it takes the right people in leadership to follow their own procedures and keep people accountable. But you still have to remember, like, following the law and doing what's right is the most important. Like, if other people aren't holding up their end of the bargain, like, that's the problem. The problem isn't, business owners.
Business itself,
Yeah. It needs,
Yeah.
The law already exists. So, like, uphold the law.
Yeah.
But,
So I guess that full circle then takes us back to, the right people and the right leadership, back to politics, So what's kind of your heart on getting into, you were at the Capitol recently,
Yeah.
right? What were you doing?
Yeah. So last year there was a ballot measure called Proposition A. And what that did was it had multiple agenda items on it. And it was primarily about minimum wage. And since I am a capitalist and I believe in free market, I don't think the government should be interfering to this degree when it comes to minimum wage, because they jumped from $12.30 to $13.75.
Oh, it was like $7.25, like not even 8 years ago.
Yeah. And I think it's reasonable for minimum wage to raise with inflation to a degree.
Yep.
But also, people are also saying that minimum wage should be a living wage, and those are completely different. And if we're going to go towards minimum wage equaling a living wage, we're eradicating these entry-level jobs, and that is robbing young people of their futures. Because my career started when I was 16, and 90% of Americans get a job when they're 16. Like, teenagers don't want to get a job when they're 20.
No.
I want to be an advocate for young people because I didn't have that. And most people don't. Most people don't have an advocate, especially when you're young. It's kind of like, go figure it out by.
Yeah. Well, and like all the major successful people that we think of even in political realms or even representative realms are in their 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
no offense to y'all old people.
I love old people.
Yeah,
I
people are
really
great.
love old people.
Yeah.
The city council were the best coworkers I've
Really?
almost ever had. Yeah, they were great.
Did you get paid for that?
Barely.
Barely? Okay,
Yeah.
but it is a paid a little bit.
Technically,
Do you
yeah.
have your own office? At the
No.
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 Okay.
Yeah, they give
Have
you like a
watched
computer.
Parks and Rec. I know you don't watch TV. Did you ever
No,
watch-
I don't know
okay,
that.
all right.
Yeah. But anyway, do you have more water?
Dude, yeah.
I got you,
Right
I got
there.
you.
We got you.
I'm like that spitty,
Yeah.
the
Getting there.
spitty noise?
I know what you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah. I just talk all day though, so thank you.
Do you have any fresh yams? No, I'm just kidding.
Can I get a Whopper?
I got 4 tickets to the Chiefs versus the Eagles for Sunday if you want to buy them.
Is that football?
Yeah, I don't like football. No.
LOL. So yeah, you are just trying to be
Oh yeah,
at
yeah.
a minimum just an advocate for people our age, your age.
Yeah,
Would you
I-
consider us similar age? How old are you? You asked
I'm
me. so-
25.
Okay, so we're close. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the Capitol to testify in favor of a bill that would reverse some of those aspects from Proposition A. The biggest problem I found out recently, like the root cause to like these specific ballot measures, like the one that's responsible for abortion as well, which Missouri only passed abortion by I think 51%. Maybe it was
Didn't we
52.
undo it pretty quick?
No. No.
Abortion's legal in Missouri, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
So
what I
it-
was talking
they-
about.
So
yeah.
abortion,
Because it federally got mandated and then the states.
they gave
elected.
states the
Yeah.
choice. And so Missouri's initiative petition process, the Missouri IP, is what's responsible for these ballot measures.
Mhm.
So on the ballot measure, you can have like state and fed put on there.
Yep.
And our Missouri's IP process is actually tremendously messed up. And that was another reason I was on the Gary Nolan show. Well, not one of the reasons, but I talked about that on the Gary Nolan show. And people from out of state can put measures on our ballot.
Really?
Yep. So all it takes is money.
Wow.
Yep. So it's literally everything Democrats hate too. A bunch of rich people
Mm-hmm.
not from here
Not from here.
putting stuff onto our ballot.
Yeah. We should all hate that.
We should.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'll be going into the Capitol for next.
Okay.
And so that's like some of the stuff that I post about. And I try my best to like make it make sense to people because nobody knows what the Missouri IP 2026-047 is.
No,
But-
not off the top of my head.
Yeah.
No.
So anyway, but it's really important. And, they'll try to gaslight you and tell you, oh, Heather doesn't want to pay her employees or Heather blah, blah, blah. And it's like,
Sure. Yeah.
first off, you don't know what I pay my employees.
Right.
Mind your business.
Yep.
Secondly, I care about my employees so much. You don't know my heart either.
Yep.
I really care about what I do. And then, the third thing too is it's not even about that. It's not even about that at all. It's trying to make sure our economy doesn't do what California's does. So,
Yep.
That's that.
So to your point about I'm just asking out of curiosity, the ballot thing. So like you guys were just talking about abortion. So are you advocating that like if somebody wants something on the ballot, we should be allowed to vote for that? Or
It's a good question. So we basically, what I think is there's actually a couple bills now on the they've already been like read through, and it's HJR 1 and HJR 2. And what it's implying basically is making the Missouri IP more fair, and in other words, making it for Missourians.
Right.
Because we don't want to take away the people's right to petition.
Nope.
That's not what this is about. But it's about protecting our rights as Missourians and not letting these overfunded activists from out of state
Yeah.
do all that.
It's crazy. Why are overfunded activists even interested in Missouri? I mean, are they trying to push?
I think they target red states.
Gotcha.
If you ask me, I
Right.
mean, I've never met these people.
Sure.
It's hard to figure out who they are.
Yeah.
A lot of times, like, I can't say I know a whole ton about the Capitol. It's like very intricate and like hard to remember. And like I have a job besides that, so I don't want to pretend that I'm an expert when I'm not. But I've gone and observed committees, and like they send these weirdo activists. Like they're so weird. Like I'm not saying that to be mean. Like I'm purely observing. Like they're strange people.
Like feels like an alien.
He may as well be. I'm like, where'd you find that one?
is the reason the vote went that way though recently with Missouri because of am I understanding that correctly? Because of the activists, like people outside of Missouri got involved in that, is what you're saying, and you're trying to prevent.
Like, are you
that?
getting pushback on HJF, whatever you just said?
HJR 1.
or the abortion thing? Like, was that in?
You mean like the voting results?
Yeah, because
So the Missouri IP only requires like a small majority to win. So like I think abortion passed, you can look it up, but I think it passed by 52%.
And I think it got flack for not being a super clear thing on the ballot either. Like I
Yeah.
remember a lot of people saying that didn't make any sense.
Well,
on
and
the
that's
ballot.
the same with Prop A
Yeah.
and with this new one too.
Mhm.
So it's not super clear
Not
as
super
well.
Clear. Yeah.
Those two bills that I mentioned, I believe it requires the petition to be 66% because our politics are set up with checks and balances. We're a democratic republic. We have aspects and principles of democracy, but we're not a true democracy because a true democracy is 51% of the people taking away 49% of the people's rights. And so it's really like people want to throw the word democracy around and pretend like that's the greatest thing ever. And it's like, you don't know what that word means. That's not a democracy is not a free country.
couldn't they say that the other way around though? Like if we voted the other, say
Let me look up the definition of Republican.
with abortion, and anything, I'm just using this because it's the most recent example. Say that the vote was it flipped and 51% of people voted to not have it, and 49. Couldn't they use that same argument on the other side of it?
Absolutely,
They
but
would,
then
and
my
I think
point
you're saying
still
that's wrong
stands.
either way.
Yeah, my point still stands that the IP is messed up.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
it should be 60%, 66, no matter what side of the aisle.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't understand who sets that line. I'm not saying I disagree with it, but like, who even came up with that line? You know,
Like the original IP.
like why 66%? Why not 80%? Well, 90%.
I don't know. I mean, you can always call the representative and ask him.
I'm thinking of like the history, right?
Oh.
You know, 50-50 makes
Well,
sense.
if you read the language of the bill,
yeah.
the representative that wrote the bill actually had a play on the words with it, if you ask me. So like I think the current IP says, like, it talks about, like, they have it strangely worded where they're talking about like thirds and stuff like that. So he took that same language and just kind of did some more wordage to it to make it equal 66%. And that's kind of what I got from it.
Interesting.
But I mean, that's just my 2 cents. Again, not an expert.
So, but would you be saying that, like, in doing this IP reform, is that the right way to call it? IP reform, maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
That bills should be, like, when something is passed or not, should not be like at that 51% split, but should be at a 66% split. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and that's what that bill is implying. So,
and is that because that's a true definition of a democratic republic? Or why the number 66? Does that make, like, what I'm asking?
Yeah, I understand what you're trying to say. And the short answer is I don't know.
Okay.
So
I mean, it seems, if for something so drastic, I get why you would want more majority.
Yeah.
I just don't know who gets to set that line, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. The whole IP process, like, it goes through the Secretary of State and maybe the Attorney General's office, and so in order to get it onto the ballot. So, which even that process there would be more like Republican, I think.
Yeah.
And then, like, once it gets onto the ballot, that's where, like, people vote. So I guess I think they're trying to, like, truly make it fair, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, and I think, like, I don't know the specifics on, like, why 66%.
Yeah.
But if you can,
we can look it up.
You can easily look it up and, like, read through it. They're not very long bills. And, like, you can call the representative that wrote it.
Yeah. So different bills could have different thresholds of passing, right? Is what you're saying too. Like, some proposition could be a 51% and that what gets it, versus another proposition could be 66%. Well, we can cut this if I'm, like, speaking a foreign language, but
what are you trying to ask?
I'm trying to ask, like, when we go to vote on something and Prop A is on there and an abortion bill is on there, can those two different things have different passing measures? Meaning, could Prop A pass at a 51?
I don't believe so.
So IP reform would make all of those be the same percentage passing?
No.
Okay.
I know what you're asking.
Okay. All right.
So, you have the state level.
Yep.
So, like, Proposition A is state level, and IP 2026-047 is Fed.
Okay.
Not Fed. I said Fed earlier, correction. So it's the state level and the Constitution. So we have Missouri's Constitution, and then we have our state law.
Got it.
So you might put that as a correction in there, because that's important, because we're not, like, in Jeff City, we're not dealing with Fed, we're dealing with only state.
Yep.
I said Fed, I meant Constitution.
Okay.
So
I'm not smart enough to even know where to correct that, though, so it's all good.
okay. Yeah, I feel dumb.
You.
But
no,
anyway, I did say I'm not an expert. My dialect is still very Missouri. Anyway, so the accent. Anyway, so
it's that homeschool accent.
It's something. It's like the sticks. It's like, did I learn my social skills from Instagram? Maybe. They're pretty good. But anyway, Prop A was on a state level, and they got, I think it's like, they got so much pushback, and the Republicans have been fighting against that now their solution was to do, I'm getting to your answer, to do the 2026-047. And that, if that passes, that's in our Constitution. So it's not changeable, even if we wanted to.
Wow.
So it's really bad.
Yeah.
It's actually really, really bad. And so that's why I'm so into it, because I'm like, I don't want that garbage in my Constitution from somebody who doesn't even live here saying that, for one. And for two, it's just stupid. Read it.
Yeah.
But anyway, actually read even a quarter of it and tell me that ain't dumb.
Yeah.
So anyway, like Prop A state, you need less of a majority, I believe.
Okay.
And then for Constitution, you need more.
Got it.
I think.
Got it. Okay.
But
now I'm tracking with you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I just confused everybody. So, like, who's a cool person you've met in politics? Have you met Holly?
No, I haven't. Yeah, I have not met Holly.
I want to see if I can get him on this podcast, because his counterpart, who's the other one? Who's the other senator? What's his name? All right, I'll look it up.
Have you met Denny
I have
Hoskins.
I have met Denny once. Yeah.
I only asked because that's how I got my
Yeah.
stuff approved.
I've met quite a few politicians as far as like cool ones. I'm not a huge fangirl. I really wanted to meet Andrew Bailey. I'm like his number one fan. I was like
Who
on
is
it.
that?
He was our attorney general,
Okay.
but Trump recruited him because me and Trump, we see talent.
Such a loss.
I know.
From
Said me
Missouri.
and Trump, we see talent. LOL.
I was like, what? Like, I had an opportunity to meet him. I was like, I'm just going to go to Jeff City and meet him. I kid you not. The next week, Trump's like, we're taking him. Bye, Felicia. And I was like, dude, like, I was his number one fan. Like, there's only two people I fangirl over, and it's Jordan Peterson and Andrew Bailey.
Really?
And one of them happens to be in Missouri.
Yeah. How did you, does he have a podcast or something? Or how do you know
No,
about
he has
Andrew
Facebook.
Bailey?
I like Facebook.
You've seen his reels for sure.
I'm looking him
like
up.
you've seen something from him before.
He's such a boss. And like him and his wife adopted kids. I'm
Oh, that's
like,
cool.
oh, he's so cool.
I have not seen this guy,
He's great.
being honest.
You should look through his accomplishments. They are very impressive.
I confused him with somebody else. Actually, I don't know who this is. Or I know who he is because I listened to
Who'd you think it
podcasts
was?
he's been in. It's another guy that's in Congress that he's like really good at just hammering into people.
Yeah. Who were you
Um,
thinking of?
He's a younger
Oh, you
guy.
don't
He's
know
got
the
short
name.
hair. Yeah,
Okay.
no. I thought it was Andrew Bailey.
Yeah. I'm thinking of a state senator, not even like a Josh Hawley level person. So never mind.
Oh, you mean like a rep?
I think so.
Okay, yeah.
Not Tim Taylor, but there was another one that has been coming to Fayette a lot lately.
Oh,
Alford, Congressman.
yes,
Alford, yeah, has been coming over here a
Yeah.
lot.
I don't think I've met him. Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. I've met quite a few.
Dude, no offense to them, but they stress me out. They usually don't tell me, and they've wanted me to be at their past couple meetings, but they don't tell me they're coming till like 8 hours before they're coming. And I'm like,
Oh, that's a great heads up. I usually get, I'm in town right now.
yeah, yeah. And I'm
But
like,
I'm that way too, so
am
I
I
can't.
expected to drop everything to come to this? But, whatever.
I mean, that's coming from a girl who's throwing the event tomorrow.
What are you doing? Tell the people.
Yeah. But this isn't coming out to next week, right? So
Oh,
it'd be
my
past
bad.
tense. It's it's like a speaking event in remembrance of Charlie Kirk's life.
Duh, it's Friday. Tomorrow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it's remembering Charlie Kirk's life, like it's an honor to his life. And then we'll have some guest speakers, and then it's just an opportunity to network with other conservatives.
Who's coming? Who's the guest speakers? Is it a secret?
It's a secret. I am one of them. I'm the host
Okay.
and guest speaker.
All right, there
yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
Can I guess? Will you let me guess? Will you tell me if I'm right?
Okay.
Josh Hawley?
No.
Dang, that's who I was thinking of.
Carl Edwards.
I haven't asked him. I thought about it,
Okay.
but
I mean, he probably can't turn on it. I mean, he can turn on a dime, but he probably can't come tomorrow. So
I don't know if he is or not.
No.
I invited them, but I don't know.
anyway, yeah, sorry. I forgot about that event tomorrow. But
Yeah.
but yeah, so like, do you have any, you're 25, so you quarter life crisis, whatever.
I say midlife crisis.
Midlife, yeah.
Because I'm divorced, formal city council, business owner, community advocate.
Yeah, so
Do
you're
I
pretty
not
much-
sound 50?
Yeah, I mean, you've done most of your life already. So I
just
guess
need a
like,
Corvette.
what's your what do you want to be when you grow up? I guess you're doing the stuff. Obviously, you love it. I think it looks like
Yeah.
you love what you're doing. But do you have any like personal and career goals that you're really trying to accomplish?
I think the first one is just being grateful. Like that's one of my biggest goals is being grateful for what I have now. Because if I'm not grateful for what I have now, it doesn't matter what I accomplish.
Do you struggle with that, or is that just something you
I
want to
have.
be good at?
I have. There like having a business. Sometimes it seems like nobody understands.
Yeah.
And I know they try, and I know like people they do care, but it's just kind of hard when, and especially too when people assume they're like, oh, you're never here, so you don't work, and it's like you don't know what I'm doing.
Do you get told a lot what you should do, like with your business?
Not anymore.
Good for you, because
Yeah.
that's a segment I used to have on this podcast. That was the
Yeah.
you know what you should do, because people would just say some wild stuff to you.
I know. I think I do this thing where I just don't respond, like in real life. Like I think I ghost people in real life.
I think, yeah. You say people don't understand. I do that a lot too. So you're not
Yeah.
alone. I just
Well, I mean,
straight
like
up-
people that aren't business owners,
Oh, yeah.
the normies.
Yeah, the normies. I just and I don't necessarily always do it on purpose, but sometimes I can't. Like I just can't engage with that because I know that they're not seeking to understand me most of the
No.
time.
Yeah, I think Yeah, sometimes it comes from a good place. Sometimes it comes from judgment. Sometimes it comes from, we call it not having anything to do itis.
Yeah. That's it. Where you're like, where did you get the agency to tell somebody else what they should do?
Yeah.
Like, when did you feel like you had the
And I wish I could tell you stories, but I've learned that I have to be careful about like the stories that I tell just because like everybody knows who it is. You know,
Yeah.
like this place is too small.
Yeah.
These stories are great. Maybe someday, but it's just like, what?
Yeah. So anyway, be more grateful.
Yeah.
What else?
And my heart really is in politics. And I think it's just because, you know, it started out, I had such a heart for dogs and what I did. And I'm not trying to play the victim, but it just seemed like the government took that from me. And I don't want that to happen to anybody else.
Yeah.
It's awful. So like having, like, what's the point of broadcasting the American dream if you can't have it? So
it's a bait and switch if you can't have it.
yeah.
Just false advertising.
Yeah. Like I said, I believe in equal opportunity, not equality of outcome. So I'm not a victim. And like, I understand that, like, I do consider myself successful. But I also, it just deeply bothers me where, America is headed politically and how the culture views politics, because, a politician is just a leader, and we put politicians in a different category than I think we should. Like, they're almost like not people. And it's
Yeah,
like, it's just a leader. You
I
have
think
good leaders
some
and
of them
bad
have earned
leaders.
that a little bit.
I agree.
Yeah.
There's definitely some snakes,
Sure.
but I think there's good leaders and bad leaders.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to, like I said, not complain about a problem without offering a solution.
Sure.
And if I'm also being honest, like, I don't think I can go through this life and not complain about the government ever. So here I am.
There you go. Heather Overstreet.
Yeah.
If you're going to complain, you have to get involved. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't complain about a problem without offering a solution.
It's good. What else you want to talk about? Anything else?
Well, I guess if you wanted to include this, talking about cancel culture earlier,
Yeah.
I started a 501c4 in response to the left trying, because I didn't, but they
Yeah.
tried to
Yeah.
cancel my business when that has nothing to do with my political views. And it's called cancel culture. And I'm looking for board members. So if anybody knows like a passionate individual with a backbone and some solid morals, send them my way.
Okay.
So,
Are you eyeballing me there or just?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I send an application then? I want to cancel some cancel
Send-
culture.
Is it
Send it in.
paid? No,
Not
okay.
yet,
I'm-
but I do have donors
Okay. Yeah.
lined up.
Yeah. So
So-
what's the objective with it? Is it to when a business starts to get canceled?
You want the mission statement?
Let's hear it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, gee, this is fun.
Because I thought you texted me about being a director.
No, a
Board
board member.
member's different.
Yes.
I thought you
And I need
texted me about
3.
being a director.
No. Maybe a board director.
I'm checking.
But a board director is the
I'm
same thing as a board member.
checking you. Let's see here.
Because I have a board of directors.
It
So,
says
but you're-
is interested in being a director.
I meant board director.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you'll change your mind now.
I mean, I would be a member, I think.
That'd be
Not
great.
a director. Director just is
I'm
it
the
the same
like
thing?
I'm the
Okay,
president
yeah.
of it.
I don't want to be in
So-
charge of something.
No.
Yeah.
Your
But I would like-
responsibility is helping to keep everybody responsible.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
we
yeah.
all work together.
Right.
So the whole point
I would
of
work with other people. I thought you
Yes.
asked me to be like the ED, and I was like,
no.
no.
Yeah,
Anyway,
no.
let's hear this mission.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you'll change your mind now. But anyway,
I'll do it.
sweet.
It's on air. I'll do it.
Great.
Where do we meet?
Let me get some paperwork. But
Okay, all right.
and so the responsibility of it would be to make sure, like, we have to stay true to the mission. Like, it's not about me.
Yep.
It's not about you.
Yep.
It's about cancel culture.
Yep.
So the mission statement is basically to protect enterprises of the United States of America from fraudulent behavior, misinformation, bad practices, misrepresentation, and deplatformization. To protect the freedom of speech of said enterprises, their employees, and owners. To allow enterprises the right to manage false reviews, untruthful posts, untruthful comments, untruthful statements about their businesses as a whole or partially on various platforms owned, operated by said enterprises. And my first agenda is Google Maps, because a lot of social media platforms do have the tools to support that. Google Maps does not. So that was kind of like my first agenda. I'm still looking, like there's still some other things I need to work on. Like obviously, I'd like a lawyer to look over some things still. Like this is a baby. This thing's a baby.
Yep.
But it is registered. So I have like maybe 1 or 2 more forms I need to fill out with the IRS, but like we're in. So
Cool.
I'm looking for board directors.
Sure. Sure.
So I need 3.
Okay.
So we have 1, I need 2 more. And then I'm still interviewing treasurers.
Okay.
So
Yep.
yeah.
I would assume that, I mean, it didn't distinctly say anything about right or left there, but
Yeah.
like, have you thought about, I guess, have you thought about how that's going to play on both sides, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah. If you're not a customer of a business, you don't get to leave a review. That's unfair. That's untruthful.
So that's one of the things you're going to fight for, is trying to like implement that sort of technology, or
Yeah, I think an easy solution would be for Google Maps to have the options to turn off reviews.
okay, so you
turn
have
it
a
off.
business listing with no reviews.
Yeah, because you don't have a choice whether your business is on there or not. So, which is already suspicious. But
Interesting.
yeah.
I thought you could, like, if
Well-
you didn't make a business page, like a Google business page.
No, like someone else, like I cannot remove Top Dog from Google Maps because somebody will be like add a missing place and put my business
okay.
there. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Just because I don't manage it
I see.
doesn't mean it's not there.
Yeah.
And people still can leave me reviews. So it's either like turn them off
Yeah.
or
Yeah, like you
confirm
said,
a
social
customer.
medias, you can turn off comments. So
Yeah, and reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because I'm all for freedom of speech, but like lying, like why is lying about? So because the whole goal of cancel culture is they're trying to get you fired and like put your business under.
I guess, where do you walk the line though of like, isn't reducing somebody's ability to comment also a form of censorship? And there's probably been moments where like the comments were true and you would like to protect somebody from going to a malicious, like my number 1 reviewed Google review is a 1-star review that I left from a gym that stole my money.
Yeah.
Like best review ever left, had like
Yeah.
60 likes on it.
Yeah. Well, first off, that's true.
Yeah.
So there's that.
But that's what I'm saying. Now we have to go through who is the bearer of truth. That's going to be the hard.
And the other thing too is like, that's why like on here it says platforms owned / operated by said enterprises, because like you get to decide who comes into your business. You get to decide if you want to serve somebody. So I would argue it's the same
do
thing.
we?
Yeah.
We do?
You can refuse service for any reason. Yeah.
I understand objectively that I can.
The market might kill you for it, but
Yeah.
not literally, but
Yeah. But the whole idea, and like I said, like this is all this cancel culture is a baby. You know,
Yeah, I'm not
saying
contesting
that
it, because I do
Yeah,
think that cancel
and-
culture is unhealthy.
absolutely, and I'm not saying that like this mission statement shouldn't be tweaked by a lawyer.
No, and I
It
wasn't
may.
getting after that, but
Yeah.
I think cancel culture is the most intolerant version of tolerance, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason I have a problem with it is because they're trying to destroy your livelihood.
Yeah.
So, and
I'm
we
all
have the
for
Missouri
preventing that.
Consumers Act,
Okay.
which obviously protects consumers. Well, where's the protection for businesses?
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah, because consumers can wrongfully destroy a business as well.
Yeah. So like, what's your long-term goal? You want to be a full-time politician someday? You want to train dogs forever? Do you want to be a mom?
I do want to be a mom someday. I've always wanted to adopt kids. If I could have it my way, I would be a part of the fight politically. Maybe Top Dog would be a little more independent. Maybe I could find like a special person that would want to manage it, and has like the same goals with it that I do.
Yep.
I'd like my workload to be reasonable, like whenever hopefully if I do become a mom. But I'm not kind of like an all or nothing.
Sure. Yeah.
So I don't know.
You want to do it all?
I mean, I want it to be balanced.
Yeah.
Like I want to be a good mom with a reasonable career.
Yep.
So I don't want to be like one of those boss girls and I don't need no man. I need my man. Okay.
To buy you food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Do you want to talk about him or no?
we can.
Your new man? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. We've been dating for 6 months, and
What's he do?
I am not super good at understanding it, but he works for like an MSP. So he does like tech stuff, and he's like high up,
Okay. Cool.
and he does like computers.
Sweet.
He's smart.
Nice.
Smarter than me, probably.
Well, you were homeschooled. So
I know.
It's a different kind of smart, you
Well,
know?
Yeah. Plus, he's from, what do they call that? Northeast. We're dumber down here.
Oh, yeah.
Like we're, yeah.
We're just working for them.
Yeah.
So he's like from the East Coast, you're saying?
Yes.
He's not like from Kirksville. He's from-
Massachusetts.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And then he lived in
Does he have
Colorado.
an accent?
To me, yeah. Especially when there's road rage. Just like, oh,
Yep.
there it is.
And there it is.
Yeah.
People need to drive better. I'm with him.
Yeah.
I'm with him.
And he
on
like
that one.
talks with his hands weird too. I'm like, do you have Italian in you?
I mean, yeah, they're vibrant on the East
Yeah.
Coast. Yeah.
He's like, I don't know what I am.
I don't know what I am.
Just like,
I tried to ask
well,
my
your hands
grandma
say
one time.
Italian.
I asked her what ethnicity I was, and
What are you?
Well, she sends me back. I was living in one of like her houses at the time, and I was like, "What's my ethnicity?" And she's like, "Oh, let me look. It's $43.28." And I'm like, "What?" And I was like, and she's like, "Oh, I thought you said electricity. ... You're white."
You're
That's
white.
what she said back to me.
So you actually don't know?
I really don't know. Funny enough, when I worked in Minnesota, I had a really I got to make sure I get the right race here, but I had a great connection, and these people thought I was one of them. Of
One of them.
Bolivian, maybe? No, what is it? Annie would know. Dang it. Bulgarian, maybe? Yeah, I think it was Bulgaria.
It's like my favorite workout.
Yeah, but the Bulgarian split squats. Yeah, I don't know what I am, honestly. I should do a family tree. I'm pretty white looking, though. I mean, I don't know.
Same.
Yeah. I mean, you're white, right?
Yeah, I'm like
what's your ethnicity?
mostly German.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I
On
don't know
both
where,
sides.
like, Ball. I don't know where that name comes from.
Yeah. I call you Landon Ballin.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like, how long we've been canning jars that, like, that's been a last name. You know, like Blacksmith or Smith, you know, was
Yeah.
that kind of
Well,
thing.
where
Where
did
did Ball come from?
Overstreet's weird too.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
You
like,
guys used to lay highways, maybe.
or like we lived over the street.
That's amazing. I wish we could get back to that. Like, just starting your own last name. I guess you could.
We could start doing
my
first
own
names
last name.
first.
I mean,
Like we could start like making first names make sense. Then it's like double. You know, like there's Blacksmith, but imagine if that was your first name.
oh, like,
Yeah.
hello, Mr. Smith. What's your first name? Black.
No.
Okay, I got it.
So I don't know.
Um,
It's like I don't know.
So, like, what
What's
would
your
I
name?
do for
Gravel.
me? Like, well, let's rename ourselves.
You could be agent.
Would you be? Yeah, but what agent? Like, hello.
Just
Mr.
agent.
No, that's my first name.
Yeah.
Hello, agent.
That's it.
Oh no, there's gonna be a last name. It sounds way cooler. It's way, hello, Agent Scarn. Hello, Agent Ice Cream.
Yeah. There you
Hello, Agent. Okay, all right. What would be yours? Hello,
I get called Dog Lady.
hello, Dog Lady. All right, sure.
That's my name.
Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't work. That's an amazing invention. Naming things.
Yeah.
Landon of Fayette. That's kind of how it used to be.
I guess. Yeah. Of
Jesus
this
of
place,
Nazareth.
this person of the third. You know.
That's like in the Bible when they start listing your lineage.
Oh yeah.
It's like so and so of Nazareth.
Yeah, you should scroll through that really fast, except for the genealogy.
Whenever I read it, I
genealogy
feel
of
like it's like a
Jesus.
Star Wars type.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. You watch Star Wars, right?
I did watch that one. There's some things I did watch: Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and Marvel.
Did watch or did not watch?
I still do.
Still do. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's. Oh, I did watch Harry Potter. I
I
seen
mean,
that.
I wasn't allowed to watch that.
Oh,
Still not.
I thought
I
you went
still
to
call my
public.
mom
I
before
thought you
I'm
went to
allowed to-
public school.
Oh, I did. But I was raised very sheltered. Like I said, all I watched was Winnie the Pooh, Little
And that's
Bear.
why you cried at the
Dude,
ripe age of 30.
I was, middle school ruined me, but I was a big old softy, big-hearted kid, and I hope I still am in some ways. But yeah, I grew up on, man, it was probably Phineas and Ferb that wrecked me, but I mostly grew up on
I've seen
Winnie the
them.
Pooh and Little Bear and Blue's Clues.
Do you know the it's like a meme where you say like like you have a golden retriever personality. Have
Yeah.
you seen that?
Do you think that's me?
Probably.
Yeah,
You have
I
a
hope
golden
so.
retriever.
I do have a golden retriever.
Yeah.
Okay, you said something funny I wanted to ask you. You know, owners or dogs oftentimes embody owner personality.
Yeah.
What you see in Henry?
Well, no, is Henry yours or Annie's?
I think he's mine.
Okay.
High energy, which checks out. A little overweight also checks out.
I don't actually think he was. I don't know. I think I would say he was good for his appointment. He was slightly non-compliant is what we call it. So, like, he overall good, and like he was well bred, but that sounds weird to say about a person.
Oh, he was well bred.
Rebellious.
You know. I don't know about me. I don't think I was.
But like he's
Uh,
like his coat condition is like up to like standard.
Yeah,
like it's really
great.
good. Like his coat condition, like the thickness and the length of his coat and everything, and then his weight is actually better than most people's
Good.
dogs.
Yeah. Well, recently at the vet, they're like, "You're a little chonky," so I had to.
Well, it's good they told you that because a lot of vets won't.
Yeah. No, they
So-
told me, and I know skinny dogs live longer, so
They do.
Yep.
And his coloring was also very good too.
He's pretty dog.
Yeah, he's very well bred, and like even his like the way the fur on his paws is too is really good, and the ears. So like everything. Like
So you're saying he's really pretty?
is he? Do you have papers for him?
Like me.
AKC.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
God.
I do.
Then yeah, he's very like perfectly AKC.
Nice.
The only thing is he, like I said, he had some non-compliant. So it's like he kept trying to like sit down, like not let us like groom his belly and stuff.
Yeah.
So
That's a good way to describe me.
yeah, non-compliant.
Good,
That's
but
what
a little
we
non-compliant.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we say with our grooming dogs.
Yeah.
Like, how do we communicate to a client that this is challenging? It's
Yeah,
like
right.
they're
It
non-compliant.
wasn't aggressive, you know.
No,
or-
not at all.
But non-compliant,
No.
meaning,
Yes.
yeah, he didn't let us just do whatever we wanted.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that checks
Even
out.
in the tub, he was trying to sit down.
Yeah, he does that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, partly because he's had occasionally have some issues going to the bathroom and getting stuck. So there was a window there a couple years ago where like each time we went to the bathroom, we had to go hose it off because I wasn't
Yeah.
about to paper towel wipe it. So that could be what he is avoiding. Is he like, I don't want a butt bath again?
Yeah. He's,
So-
but I wouldn't say he wasn't like berserk
No.
or anything like that. So,
Did he try to control your hand a lot with his paw?
no.
Okay, he does that to
No.
me all the time.
Yeah.
Always height seeking on me.
We just put like the loop around his belly,
Yeah.
like on the grooming table. And in the tub, did that make a noise? In the tub, we don't have that.
Okay.
So my student held him up and like, I don't know, we just took turns. Like,
You did a good job. If
Thank
you need
you.
your dog groomed, Top Dog USA in Boonville, or your dog boarded, which would be like overnight.
yeah.
Daycare.
Yes.
You got any openings or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you do other dog or other animals other than dogs?
Dude,
No, just-
Cody,
Just
no
dogs.
one wants to hear about your ferret.
So he just tries to find windows to throw that in there.
Dude, I ought to fire him.
Like you're capitalizing off of.
This guy's just bumming off my podcast
Yeah.
right now to ask for care for his ferret.
I think ferrets are kind of.
Gross.
Here we go.
They kind of freak me out a little.
Aren't they? They're not that far off from being a squirrel, which
I
is
like
not far off
squirrels.
from the rat family.
I don't know.
They're
One
skunks. They're in the skunk family.
Yeah.
time.
Skunks are cute and Bambi.
One time I hit a mink with my car and it died. And I got
Did you
out.
cry? Are you the kind of person that hits an animal and cries?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
One time I purposely hit a possum when I was a kid, and I had to pull over and cry.
You hit it on purpose?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, because like I was like probably like 14 at the time, and I would trap all these animals in my grandma's garden and kill them, because they were getting into the garden.
Oh, yeah.
And so when I saw
Vermin.
one, I was like, they're all bad. They're all killing the chickens or whatnot. And I swerved way out of the way to get this thing and immediately just felt convicted of like, you just purposely went out of your way to kill this thing. And it's like,
Yeah. Yeah. I found a dead snake on the Katy Trail the other day and I picked it up and started crying. Like, I don't know. It was
A
so
snake?
He was so cute. He was a baby.
ew. I think
I like
snakes are
snakes.
gross.
They're very cute.
Okay.
But-
I feel like I'm dragging this out. So because I'm enjoying talking with you. But
Yeah.
what else you want to say? Because it's
I don't
Friday.
know.
We got to get out of here.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
shouldn't be working on a Friday.
I'm working late today.
Okay.
But yeah, I got to go pick up stuff for my event and
Nice.
meeting people over there. And
Cool. Yeah. What else you want to say before we get out of here? This is fun. Thanks for being on.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think I really have anything else.
No?
But Thanks for having me.
Yep.
It's been fun.
We'll do it again, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Whenever you run for like, are you going to ever run for like a seat?
I'd like to. They did redraw the lines.
Oh, in what, Missouri
Yeah.
or Boonville? Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So, you're thinking like a state representative or?
It would be like a U.S. state rep.
Yeah, cool.
But not saying I'm going to do that, but just saying they did redraw the lines.
Nice. I don't know what that means. What did it include for us that normally isn't?
Boonville is no longer District 3, it's District 5.
Okay.
So just everything shifted.
Everything shifted.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Boonville has like part of Kansas City now as well.
Interesting.
So yeah, there's like maps online.
Yeah.
You can see.
Okay.
They're pretty cool. But
Cool.
yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Heather. Appreciate you coming on. And again, if you need your dog groomed, call Heather. And I'm sure if you want to learn more about political stuff, you're open to talking to people about it for sure.
Yeah.
So,
not that I know anything, but
well, you know what you know from learning it. And a lot of people talk online like they know anything about politics, and they don't.
Yeah.
Including me. So I learned something today, which was good. So anyway, thanks for coming on. We'll do it again.
Great.
Outro music.
Now for the very first time